at the Oregon State Championships. But a lot of great athletes in this field. And the pacing for this race set for 13 flat at the front light and 13:10 for the second. Austin Dahlquist, the pacer. James Mawara in this field, Gonzaga athlete. Dan Michalski up front, steeplechaser, raced last night. And Kieran Tuntavate, so that is the field out there. So Mawara wearing that Brooks kit down on the track, the neon up there. And he's a 13:22 athlete. Kieran Tuntavate behind him, representing Thailand. Former Bowerman Track Club athlete, so he's familiar with Portland. We've got Justyn Knight, Thomas Ratcliffe in the pack.
So there was intended to be a couple of different pace lights set for this race, with the front pace light being 13 minutes, the second pace light being 13:10. Our pacer is only listed as being at 13:10. We have Dan Michalski and Austin Dahlquist, both of them pacers out front. Those green pace lights will give you a pace check here at 600 meters. They're coming through in about 1:35, 95 seconds. So that's roughly 63 pace. That looks like to be about 13:10.
13:10, the meet record here, 13:18 set last year by Dylan Jacobs. In the field, we have a previous champion from 2 years ago, Olin Hacker, the Hoka athlete, who ran 13:19 to win this meet in 2023. So he's claimed a log round before. And we'll see if he can get back on the couch. But strung out in the field. Kemboi there in the purple on the outside.
You know who we haven't really talked about much here? Kenneth Rooks.
Kenneth Rooks.
Kung Fu Kenny, of a different type.
Yeah, I think that nickname's already taken.
Whatever. Hey, there can be many Kung Fu Kennys in this world. Kenneth Rooks, obvious Olympic silver medalist in the steeplechase. Here trying to lower his personal best in the 5,000. We just saw Courtney Frericks take a swing in the women's race. But Kenneth Rooks looks very much up to the task, sitting right there on the shoulder of Olin Hacker and Amon Kemboi. A lot of those heavy hitters in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, Rooks witnessed last night the 8:13 performance by Isaac Updike, taking the log round and setting the meet record here. Portland Track Festival. Rooks last year was the champion here at the Portland Track Festival in the steeplechase, and then went on to win silver medal in the Paris Olympic Games.
In one of the more inspired performances I've ever seen, Jeff.
Incredible.
Unbelievable. Just the grit and determination and just desire shown by Kenneth Rooks over the final 400 meters there was, shook me to my core.
In this race as well, hanging on to the back of this pack, Suguru Osako, the Japanese great. He's got a 13:08 best and a 2:05 marathon to his name.
Suguru Osako won $1 million for that 2:05.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Good for him.
It was some business or the government in Japan put a prime out there. We could
see the Japanese fans cheering him on right now with flags in the stands. World Championships will be in Tokyo this year.
Back to my very important story about Suguru Osako, that if you broke the Japanese national record at the Tokyo Marathon, they put a prime out there of $1 million, and he did just that.
He's a man of his word.
I'm going to go run that.
So out here, Dan Michalski setting a great pace still as the field strung out behind him, clicking off 64-second laps. And that's what looks like the pack wants right now, as it is a bit strung out in front of him, but bunched slightly towards the back. So Mawara out front, 13:22 man.
Yeah, it's 4:16 through a mile. I would have expected more from this field. Again, we are more concerned with racing here at the Portland Track Fest, less concerned with times. But 4:16 is that's 13:20 pace. That's easy days for a lot of the guys in this field.
So we'll see what they can do, because there is a lot of firepower in this pack.
Drew Hunter is there, Casey Knievelbard, Olin Hacker, A lot of these athletes coming down from altitude for this event.
And that was a 65 flat on that lap, as it looks like gaps starting to form at the front. So we'll see what these men want to do. As Mawara, coached by Pat Tyson, leads in that neon singlet. And we're going to be right back. We're going to leave you with the picture on the screen. We'll talk to you in a minute.
Every runner's journey is different. No matter where you start or how far you go, you need gear you can rely on. It can turn a quiet road into your escape, where every step clears your mind. On rugged terrain, it keeps you steady, mapping your path even when the trail fades. It moves with you, fluid and effortless, syncing with your pace through every stride and every lap. Wherever your run takes you, Running Warehouse has the gear to get you there.
And the fans are rumbling in the stands as these athletes run by the grandstand. That's still Mawara in the neon, the first racer in this race, and Tuntavate behind him. The Nike athlete representing Thailand, Amon Kemboi, who knows what it takes to win at this meet. On the outside in the orange Tracksmith kit, that's Sam Parsons representing Germany. He's a 13-12 athlete.
Also, we haven't lost anybody in this race. We've talked about Seguro Sako sort of taking up the back of the field, but we have not dropped anybody with these 64, 65s. Smack dab in the middle of this field is none other than Tavon Kitchen. Tavon Kitchen, who's sitting right on the heels of former high school superstar standout Drew Hunter. So, I mean, in great company there, on the shoulder of an Olympic silver medalist. Thank you for the opportunity, Jeff.
This is once a runner territory here, as Tavon Kitchen, the 758 athlete, crater athlete, jumps into the deep end in this race with this kind of competition. But now Parsons takes the lead and kicks it down a notch to 63.9. So Parsons had enough of those 64s, 65s, and now they're really getting things moving here in the 5,000 meters.
Yeah, this has just gone from a pretty comfortable pace for these guys to the gas is on. Young Parsoni going to the front. You can just tell that he has changed the momentum of this field. These guys are now all strung out. They were running about two abreast there for a couple of laps. Everyone's starting to look around, look at each other, and right now Sam Parsons has put the pedal down.
And there are some real kickers in this race too. We know Olin Hacker can close like crazy. And Kenneth Rooks, we've seen what he can do in the steeplechase, hasn't been able to do it quite yet in the 5,000 meters. Amon Kemboi, a very strong athlete, and if Justyn Knight can stay in touch, he's run 12:51, so you can never count him out.
All right, so lap to lap for Parsons there was 63.2 coming through 3,000 meters and 8:04 high. So again, these are fairly unimpressive times for a lot of the guys in this field, but you can obviously see that the tempo has been turned up.
And now the race is really starting here through 3,000 meters, 2K left. And Parsons driving the pace, hitting 63s. So it's what they wanted from the beginning. And Parsons is the one who's going to deliver it to him, but everybody's still in touch. It's strung out now, but there are no gaps up there through the first dozen athletes in the field as they swing around the curve. Tuntavate there in second place still. Kemboi moved his way up in front of Justyn Knight now, and you can see Drew Hunter on the outside. The man's been running on the roads a little bit, boulder to boulder. Or boulder, excuse me.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, sorry
thank
to
you. Little
disgrace that
respect,
race.
a little respect.
But he's also dabbled in the 10,000 meters, success there. A fourth place finish in the trials last year, and now back to the 5,000.
Back to 65s. I thought that they would have. I didn't see it slow that much, but you know what has shocked me more than anything in this is that little injection of pace has chewed up and spit out Olympic silver medalist Kenneth Rooks. It is absolutely thrown him off the back of this pack, and again, that is surprising to me, but this again is another example of how the steeplechase and the athletes who excel at it are extremely unique individuals.
So Hunter was behind Kemboi there, clipped him a little bit. There were some words exchanged as he made his way to the front.
I think he must have just said Happy Father's Day.
This is Father's Day for Drew Hunter, a father of 2 here, and he's leading this race. His family in the stands and on the infield. Olin Hacker behind him. And so Drew Hunter driving the train. Olin Hacker, Kemboi into 3rd position now as everybody tries to get their spot for the kick with 3 laps remaining. See who can hoist the log round here in the electric forest. And the fans are roaring them on. Hunter never taken a win before at the Portland Track Festival. He's been close. He's been 2nd the year that Clayton Murphy won the 1500. He came 2nd place to him.
The fans showing their respect and admiration for high school athlete Tavon Kitchen as he passed behind. And again, that injection of pace, sort of if he was on the ropes, it showed. This lead pack now, again, every lap we're starting to lose 1 or 2 athletes. We're down to about 9 or 10 in the front here in the final kilometer.
Hunter stretching it out. Clicked off another 63. Olin Hacker behind him. And the fans are rumbling beneath us as they come by the home straightaway. Hunter, Hacker, Kemboi.
Watch out for Casey Knievelbard. He's a 1500 5K guy, so he's got speed. He can close well. He can change pace with the best of them. And he's now put himself into 6th place ahead of Justyn Knight.
Inside 2 laps to go, lurking on the outside, coming up into 3rd position, Kemboi, a 13:08 man over 5,000 meters. And 3:34 memorably here 2 years ago, defeating Cole Hawker, and he takes the front, storms to the front. Olin Hacker goes around Drew Hunter, trying to stay attached, but Kemboi now making his bid for the front with 600 meters to go. And we'll see if he can hold it for the Puma Elite Racing Team. Kemboi, brow furrowed, looking down the home straightaway. And here he comes. You can see Thomas Radcliffe there in 4th place position. Parsons still there.
Kemboi focused on exactly trying to execute right now. It's Kemboi, Hacker, Hunter, Radcliffe, Parsons.
Bell lap 12:17.
Kicks it into another gear, does Kemboi, starting to inch away from this field. Drew Hunter wanting to get around Olin Hacker, running the extra yards around the turn. Radcliffe also doing the same. It seems as though Hacker is out of it, but you can never count him out with his blistering final kick. Hunter closing the gap now on Kemboi. Has Kemboi gone too soon? Has father Drew Hunter given himself an opportunity to get the best gift of all on this day, which is a win at the Portland Track Festival? Kemboi in the front with 200 to go with Hunter giving chase.
Kemboi looking smooth around the bend, but Drew Hunter is closing down on him with every step, gritting his teeth with that dad strength. Let's see what he could do. Father's Day here in Portland, and it's Kemboi, and it's Hunter. Hunter and Kemboi down the final stretch. It's a nail biter. Who's going to take it? We've got Kemboi, Drew Hunter, a little bit of daylight. Hunter moves to the front, looks over it. He's got it. 13:14 on the clock. Drew Hunter is your champion here at the Portland Track Festival. 13:14.95 meet record in the Paul Banta Memorial 5,000 meters. And Banta's looking down, smiling on the stadium right now, watching that. And a perfect one for Father's Day.
That was a bare-knuckle brawl of a 5K.
Woo!
The gloves were off over the final lap. Kemboi, I thought he had it. The move he made was so definitive. And here comes Tavon Kitchen coming in, trying to go under 14 minutes.
Tavon Kitchen coming in here, 13:56 on the clock, 57:58, and he'll just get under, about 13:59, it looks like. So ducks under 14 for the high school athlete there. Crater great. But Hunter, and here we are, another view of the stretch battle. And we got Thomas Radcliffe coming in 3rd there, but Kemboi, does he have it? Drew Hunter, he's been moving up in distance, but able to find that 1,500-meter leg speed because strength is speed, Will. And he closed in 56 seconds over that final 400 meters, a 1:56 clocking final 800.
Give me that banner.